These 3 text effects will instantly level up your video edits. They are modern, cinematic, and incredibly easy to create in After Effects. Alright, so let's jump into After Effects. Create a new composition, add any text you want. After adding your text, choose your font. And after choosing your font, adjust the size of your text. And if you go to this line, you can align it. Make it center. Okay, so now it's time to animate this text. Go to this text layer, expand it and go to this animator. Click on it and click on opacity. Turn off the opacity for now. And if you expand your range selector, you will get this offset. So make this offset start 0 at the start. And after a few frames, make it 100. So this is the basic animation we have got. Now guys, make a duplicate of this layer by pressing Ctrl D. And rename this to glow. Now guys, expand this glow and go to the animator of this, and then in this range selector we need to give keyframes to this end as well. So I will go to the start, I'll make this 0 and I'll put a keyframe, and after a few frames I'll make it 100. Now expand these advanced options and change this mode from add to subtract. And after selecting your mode to subtract, make its smoothness to around 50. Now guys, if you turn off this base layer, you will see how this animation works. Now guys, on this top layer we need to remove the fill and add stroke. So I will go to this stroke and I will choose white and I will uncheck this fill. Let's reduce its stroke to around 4. Okay guys, so now let's add color to this stroke. I'll create a new solid. And now guys, on this solid I will add a 4 color gradient. Now guys, since I'm giving this a glow touch, so I will choose all the yellow and reds. And now in this track matte, I'll link this to this glow layer. And guys, you can also change the position of these colors. So I'll make these a little near. Now in this stroke layer, I will add a glow effect. And decrease its intensity to around 4.4 and increase the glow radius. And now make a duplicate of this glow by pressing Ctrl D. And in this second glow, change the radius to around 400. And increase the intensity to around 1. And guys, the last thing in this effect is to enable this text layer and your effect is complete. This is how it's going to look. Alright, so for this second text, just add any text. And let's align it to the center. And let's change its font. Alright, so this is the final text. Now go to this text and expand it. And go to this animator and click on this blur. And then go to this add and click on this property and then add opacity. So guys, we have added opacity, we have added blur, now we need to add scale. So I will go to this property again and I will click on this scale. Let me expand this so you can see clearly. And now here we need the scale to be around 150, the opacity to be 0 and the blur to around 100. Now guys, if you expand this selector at the very starting, click on this and make it -100. And after a few frames, make it 100. Now if you go to this advanced and click on this mode from add to subtract, this will make your animation almost complete. And also guys, change this shape from scale to ramp up. And don't touch this ease high and make this ease low to around 50%. And also make sure you have turned on this randomizer option. You can increase or decrease the distance between these two keyframes to adjust the speed of your animation. Now let's give this animation a final touch. And guys, make sure you haven't selected anything because we need to add another animator. So I will click on this animate and I'll click on this tracking. So this is another animator, which is animator 2. And now move to the first frame and click on this tracking amount to 0. And after a few frames, make it around 5 or 6. So now guys, your text will expand with time and it will look a little more professional. So guys, this is our third text animation. So go to this text layer and then expand it, and then in this animate, click on position and then add another property, which is opacity. Now guys, I want my text letters to appear from the bottom and then go up. So I will go to this position and I will change it to somewhere around 60 or 70. And then I'll make its opacity to 0 and expand this range selector. And then make a keyframe on this offset and make it -100. And after a few frames, make it complete 100. Now go to these advanced settings and click on this shape from scale to ramp up and set your ease high to 25% and ease low to 100%. Now guys, we need to add motion blur, so I will click on this toggle switches and I will click on this, so it will add a motion blur to this. So guys, this was all about the text effects, and if you need the project file with all these 3 text effects, you can find it in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.